For our last story tonight, let's go back to 1938. That's when researchers at Harvard asked an important question. What makes a person thrive? What makes for a good life, a happy life? So they carried out a study. They recruited 724 participants, a combination of Harvard students and low-income youngsters from Boston. Researchers tracked their lives, from childhood troubles to their weddings to final days. They gathered health records, they asked detailed questions, they took DNA samples, performed brain scans. They tracked the children of the original subjects and then tracked their children. And this went on for 85 years. This study became the longest ever on human happiness, an 85-year-long study. And finally, one very clear finding emerged. Now, when asked what makes for a happy life, scientists confidently say strong relationships. That is the key, strong relationships. Sure, a lot of other factors also matter. A lot of things make you happy. Like for Donald Trump, maybe it is the fantasy of a Greenland invasion, or for Kim Jong-un, another luxury Maybach. But more than money, IQ or social class, it is our bonds with people that make us happier. They determine our level of fulfillment. And why are we telling you this? Because today is the International Day of Happiness, the unsaid official day to talk joy, to celebrate all kinds of good things, and to obsess over the World Happiness Report. Now, this is like a subjective index of happiness. It is seen as a global barometer of joy, and it releases every year. This year, it gives us something predictable. Finland is once again the world's happiest country, apparently, for the 8th year in a row. But the report also told us something surprising. Almost 1/5 of youngsters are unhappy the world over, 1/5 of them. And this is a 39% increase compared to 2 decades ago. Today, 19% young adults have no social support. They believe they have no one to count on. They have most of their meals alone. They don't go out as much. It is a sad state of affairs, quite literally. But youngsters are not isolated in their isolation. The world over, 1/3 of adults are lonely. And unsurprisingly, unhappiness has hit a record high. This comes as good news for capitalism, for the millions of books, podcasts and movies on happiness, for the $1.8 trillion global wellness market, for the plush market even. After all, in the last quarter, adults, and listen to this, in the last quarter, adults spent more than $1.5 billion on toys for themselves. This may sound like the cost of happiness, but experts say that it really works. The problem is not so much about what people are doing, like sharing reels on their phones or buying a new candle that makes them happy. It's more about what people are not doing. They are not going to that birthday party. They're not sitting with others during lunch. They are withdrawing from experiences. And this saps joy. And the Harvard study is hardly the only one that says so. Ample research shows that people who are more socially connected are happier. They live longer. They have lesser stress. And when we are happy, we are healthier, we work better, we are better positioned for success. So my point is quite simple. Yes, the world can be an unsettling place. Yes, there's a lot going on and a lot going wrong. And when you're feeling tired or stressed, it is hard to find the motivation to socialize, but scientists say that happiness is not something that just happens to you. Happiness, like a muscle, needs to be exercised. Much of it is linked to social fitness. It can be improved. And it can set us up on course for a happier life. Do you think that Ukraine is at its weakest position?
This war is not about Ukraine.
Do you believe that your president was insulted? Yes or no question. Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.
Diplomacy will work?
Yes.
Do you think Russia will give up the territory if there is no ceasefire? Do you propose to keep fighting?
We are ready to resist.
Do you think there will be peace?
Many countries gave us 3 days.
President Trump said you don't have any cards.
We do not have another choice.
How do you keep fighting?
You ask me once again the same question.
Because you've not answered my question.
We have enough capacities to keep fighting.
Good afternoon, Prime Minister Lakshman.
Good afternoon.
Making headlines in India well before you landed here. New Delhi has raised concerns in the recent past vis-a-vis the Khalistani separatists that operate in New Zealand. How do you propose to address these concerns?
In our democracy, we believe in the freedom of speech.
Organizations like the Al-Qaeda or ISIS were to hold a referendum in New Zealand, something related to one of your Western partners. Would you say the same?
We have very well-defined laws in our democracy.
No specific conversation on Khalistan on this visit.
It was raised with me. I also raised back our position.
Are you willing to be open to these concerns from New Delhi?
As I keep coming back to you to say, we have strong laws in our system.